Dear students, welcome you all for the third session on income from house property. In this session, we are going to discuss uh, how to calculate the annual value. Okay, we will show the format and also some terms that is used in the gross annual value. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So this course is BCom first semester Direct Tax 2 of Mangalore University. So this is a format to calculate the annual value. Very simple format. So first what you have to calculate is the gross annual value. See how to calculate gross annual value we have discussed in the first and second session. You can see my video in that. So in that I have clearly explained how to calculate the gross annual value. Then once you arrive at gross annual value, then what you have to do is we have to deduct the municipal taxes. So here we should be very careful. Which municipal taxes? In the sense, there may be a possibility that tenant also may pay the municipal taxes, and also there may be a possibility that assessee also pays the municipal taxes. Since we are calculating the income from house property only of assessee, you should take the municipal taxes paid by the assessee only, so that has to be deducted. Then you will arrive at the net annual value. So once you get the net annual value, then you can go for the deductions under section 24. So there are certain deductions for income from house property. So first deduction is standard deduction. So it is like salary. In salary we have a standard deduction up to 50,000. In the same way, here also there is a deduction. Okay, deduction at the rate of 30% of NAV. So this deduction is specifically allowed for all the expenses. You might incur so many expenses related to the house, maybe repair of the house, maybe painting of the house, maybe plumbing work, wiring work, light, anything, whatever the expense that you incur, for that standard deduction of 30% is given. Then second deduction is interest on housing loan. Definitely majority of the people will take housing loan to construct a house because it is available at a cheaper rate, and there is a income tax deduction under section 80C also, and other deductions also available. Okay, uh, here the deduction is only interest. Remember, it's not the principal amount, only the interest you can deduct. How it is deducted? Income tax says that you can deduct in two ways. First one, previous year interest, and second one is pre-construction period interest. So what is previous year interest? So this previous year interest means whatever the outstanding amount which is there in your account for the previous year, on which if you are paying any interest, that can be deducted in the previous year. For example, you might have taken 1 lakh amount of loan, example 1 lakh amount of loan, and after 3 years you might have paid 50,000. Okay, after 3 years you might have paid 50,000, and 50,000 is outstanding, and the rate of interest is 10,000. So here previous year interest means even though loan taken is 1 lakh, you cannot take interest at 10% on 1 lakh because the outstanding amount is only 50,000. So 50,000 into 10%, 5,000 you have to write here. That is previous year interest. Then second one is pre-construction period interest. So pre-construction period interest in the sense interest that you have paid before completing the construction of the house. So while constructing the house, there is no income, definitely there is a loss for you. So income tax allow certain deductions on pre-construction period. So whatever the interest that you pay on housing loan during the construction, that can be claimed as a deduction under interest on housing loan. So how to calculate that pre-construction period interest, that I will discuss in my in the next video. So that we have to write here. So total amount of interest on housing loan, then after deducting you should add unrealized rent recovered. See, unrealized rent. So there is a condition that assessee must take reasonable action against the person who has not paid the rent. So legal proceeding must have to be taken against him So when the legal proceedings have been taken against the tenant, definitely he will repay the rent. So here unrealized rent is recovered. So if it is recovered, again it is an income, right? So this income we have deducted while calculating the gross annual value. Here it should be added back if you receive it in any previous year. Okay, like in the same way, arrears of rent. So if arrears of rent also received, arrears in the sense you have not paid the rent, tenant has not paid the rent, but he will pay in the next month or in the second month or third month together. So that time you will receive the rent of the previous months. So again here it is the income that you have received. So income must be added here. Okay, then you will arrive at taxable income from house property. Now let us discuss some important terms that are used in gross annual value. The first one is municipal rental value. We say that MRV. So what is this MRV? Very simple. So it is a value. It is a value which is arrived from the periodical survey conducted by the municipal corporation or panchayat for payment of municipal taxes. So municipal corporation, maybe city corporation, local corporation, what they do is from time to time, maybe after once in 2 years, once in 3 years, or once in 5 years, they will make a survey of all the houses which come under their jurisdiction. So this survey is done to determine how much tax you have to pay. So they will fix on value. On that value, percentage is calculated, and that is the municipal tax that you have to pay to the municipal authority. So that is called as, so value that they arrive at, okay, by making the survey is known as municipal rental value. Fair rental value, as I have already said in the previous videos, fair rental value means it is the rent of similar type of asset in the sense here house property only. Okay, house property at the same locality. Okay, you just go to the nearby or neighboring house. If they have rented the house, what is the value of that house? So that is the fair rental value. Then standard rent. So standard rent is in the sense it is a rent fixed under the Rent Control Act of the government. So government will fix that this is the rent, or this is the value of rent which can be charged on this house. Then that is as per the government valuation or as per the Rent Control Act of the government. Then expected rental values. What is expected rental value? When you compare municipal rental value and fair rental value, whichever is less, that is called a notional rent, and that notional rent is compared with the standard rent. Here you take whichever is higher value, and that whichever is higher value is expected rent. So it is a value arrived after comparing with standard rent. Whichever is higher is known as expected rent. Then actual rent. So what is actual rent? So it is the rent that you receive from the property. Very simple. The rent actually you receive it from those properties known as actual rent. Then there is a composite rent. What is composite rent? So composite rent in the sense there may be a possibility that assessee, okay, assessee may pay, or tenant may pay a composite rent, that is rent of plant and machinery, of furniture, and cost of common facilities, etc. So here what happens is you are not only paying the rent of the house, but also you are paying the rent of plant and machineries, you are paying the rent of furniture, you are paying the rent of okay, some common facilities. For example, you are paying for watchman, you are paying for gardening, you are paying for lift, etc. So if you pay that, then it is considered as composite rent. So it should be deducted from the actual rent, because we want only the rent of house property. We don't want rent from other facilities. That will come under a separate other head. So we have to take only the actual rent of the house. When there is a composite rent, deduct all the rent of the common facilities and arrive at the actual rent of the house. Okay, so this is what from this session. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.